Hello, this is D. Rajashekar, lecturer in botany, Srimati Ganganeni Kalyani Government Degree College, Vinikonda. In this video lecture, we are going to learn gene transfer mechanisms in bacteria. People often get confused both reproduction and gene transfer mechanisms. Both are different. Reproduction means if an organism gives more and more number of organisms of the same size, shape and with the same character, that is called reproduction. That is an important feature of any living organism. But gene transfer mechanism is different from reproduction. Here in gene transfer mechanisms, gene gets transferred from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell, so that we can expect recombinations and new strains of bacteria, but not the increase in the cell number. In the previous video, we have learned different reproduction patterns of bacteria. In this video lecture, we are going to learn different three types of bacterial gene transfer mechanism. The first one is conjugation. So conjugation was first identified by Lederberg and Tatum in E. coli bacteria in the year 1946. According to this conjugation, the genes get transferred from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell through physical contact. That is a conjugation tube. We have learned the cell structure of bacteria, where we have come across a special structure called sex pili. These sex pili develop a conjugation tube between the two bacteria. What are these two bacteria? One bacteria is called F plus bacteria or male bacteria. Another bacteria is called F minus bacteria or female bacteria. What makes them different? In F plus bacteria, in the plasmid, that is extra chromosome of the bacterial cell, we can see a special factor called F factor. Broadly, that is called fertility factor. The bacteria with which F factor is present, that bacteria is called F plus bacteria or male bacteria, and the bacteria without F factor is called F minus or female cell. When these two bacterial cells come in contact, they develop conjugation tube in between them. Later on, as we all know, plasmid is a double stranded circular DNA molecule, extra chromosome molecule. An origin is formed in the plasmid where a DNA molecule outer strand is broken, that is transferred to the other cell, that is F minus cell or female cell through conjugation tube. Thus, as you see in the third figure of the slide, the outer strand of the plasmid DNA is going to the F minus cell. By the fourth diagram, we can see that is over. The conjugation is over. That means both bacteria with the single strand DNA plasmid molecule will undergo replication, so that each single strand becomes a double stranded. Thus finally we can see two F plus cells. So actually from the beginning we have one F plus cell, but because of this conjugation we can also get one more F plus cell, that is the transformed F minus cell. That the conjugation takes place. Thus conjugation is nothing but transfer of genetic material or a gene from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell through conjugation tube or physical contact. There is another type of conjugation that is called high frequency conjugation or HFR conjugation, where actually the F factor is present in the main chromosome. That means the plasmid with the F factor gets integrated with the main chromosome. So then the plasmid is called epigenome. That is the main difference between the plasmid and epigenome. Epigenome has the integration capacity with the main chromosome, whereas the plasmid does not have that capacity. So in that method, actually the conjugation takes place by a special method that is called rolling circle method. The remaining conjugation process is the same. And the second type of gene transfer mechanism in bacteria is transformation. It was first identified by Griffith in Streptococcus pneumoniae and Diplococcus pneumoniae in the year 1928. According to them, actually there are two types of strains in the pneumonia bacteria. So the bacteria which causes pneumonia to the human beings and some other organisms. S type of strains and R type of strains. S type of strains are nothing but smooth wall strains. They are very harmful. That is one thing. And R type are generally they are rough walled. They are not harmful at all. It is also known to all of us. Actually, they took mice for their experiment. In the first step, Griffith injected S type of strain to the mice. Generally, I mean, as it is harmful, no, the mice was dead. In the second step, no, he gave another mice the R type of strain of pneumonia bacteria. So it was not killed. Thus, the fact of harmfulness of S type and harmlessness of R strain was established. In the third step, actually, what he did is he heated the S type of strain, the harmful strain. Because of heating, the pathogenicity of the strain was completely, removed. So that now the S type of strain has become harmless. Now he took both the heat killed S type of strain and R type of strain together and injected into a mice. Generally, as they are harmless, the mice should not be killed. But opposite to it, or in contrast, the mice was killed. Then he thought of the heat killed S type of strain genes are transferred to the R type of strain, so that it is transformed into harmful, it has become a harmful bacteria. So this harmful R type of bacteria might have killed the bacteria. So thus the harmful gene which causes pneumonia from S type of strain got transferred to the harmless R type of strain through medium. This is called transformation. So by this experiment, he proved that DNA was the genetic material. And the third type of gene transfer mechanisms in bacteria is transduction type. Here, the gene of one bacteria is transferred to another bacterium by viruses. We all know that viruses are small particles than that of bacteria. The viruses which attack bacteria are generally called bacteriophages. So here, the viruses which attack one bacteria takes a gene from the bacteria, from the host bacteria, and transfers it to the another bacteria by their, movements or by their actions. The type of gene transfer mechanisms in bacteria is called transduction. It was first identified by Ginder and Lederberg in 1952 in Salmonella typhimurium, which causes typhoid disease in the human beings. Later on, it was also proved in Escherichia coli, Shigella bacteria, and Staphylococcus bacteria. Generally, there are three types of transductions. One is generalized transduction and a specialized transduction, and another one is abortive transduction. Abortive transduction has no any usage. That means it cannot actually, of course, it transfers the gene from one bacteria to another bacteria, but it is of no use. So we must consider only generalized and specialized transduction. But here I am going to give you the general details of transduction. As you all know, virus attacks the bacteria and injects its DNA material into the bacteria. After some time, the viral DNA which got injected into the bacterial cell gets command reign over the entire bacteria. It takes control of the genes of bacteria, it takes control of all its processes. So that what happens, virus becomes dominant over the bacteria, though it is present in the bacterial cell. In some cases, the virus DNA gets integrated with the bacterial DNA. In some other cases, it remains, as it is. So whatever be the case, actually, in the process of replication of virus, it gets a few, genes of bacteria. So unexpectedly or by mistake or by the way, when these viruses come out from the bacteria by killing it, when they attack the another bacteria, it gives the gene which was taken from the first bacteria into this, transfers into this new bacteria. Thus, unexpectedly or by the way, during the replication process of viruses, they transfer the gene of bacteria from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell. This is called transduction. So in this video lecture, we have come across different gene transfer mechanisms. They are conjugation, transformation, and transduction. In conjugation, bacterial genes get transferred from one cell to another cell through conjugation tube or direct physical contact. It was discovered by Lederberg and Tatum in E. coli bacteria in the year 1946. And second type is transformation. Here, bacterial genes get transferred from one cell to another cell through medium. It was discovered by Griffith in 1928 in Diplococcus or Streptococcus pneumonia bacteria. And the third type is transduction. Here, viruses or phages involved in the gene transfer mechanism of bacteria, which transfer the gene from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell. It was discovered by the Gender and Lederberg in Salmonella typhimurium in the year 1952. So this is the end of the video lecture, that is gene transfer mechanisms in bacteria. When we meet again in another video lecture, I would like to give some more details of bacteria. Till then, bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.